But yeah, hello everybody. Welcome to the stream. Thank you for hanging out. I'm being trolled by YouTube. It's literally said it's gone live, but it hasn't. But yeah, welcome in, guys. Hope everyone's doing wonderful. Tell me about your days. Tell me about it. I do wonder what the weather's like in other places, because yeah, like I said, it's boiling in England right now. I think it's a heat wave. I hope it's not going to be as bad as the last one. As my goodness. My goodness. Oh, I learned as well, I'm allergic to hair dye when I was younger. Of course, now YouTube goes live. I say random things like that. But yeah, welcome in, guys. Today we're going to be doing Khalida Part 2 of the This Is Total War. But yeah, I hope all you guys are doing well. It is currently a Saturday, so I hope you guys are having a fantastic weekend thus far if you're watching during the weekend. But yeah, let's jump into it. We have Thorik on the menu. There's a lot of folks that are angry at our doorstep. And we're going to try and do our best to punish them. Idle, good to see you. DB, good to see you. Yeah, I was ranting on, and then like it took YouTube like 5 minutes to go live, and I was just ranting about random things. And sometimes when it comes to like YouTube live streams, you want to like put at least a little bit of structure in there, just so people when they watch it aren't confused by me just talking about random things. And so I was literally repeating the same thing over and over again, pretty much. So sorry to the Twitch folks. About to leave for work, and it should be a chill day. Hope you're going well. I'm doing wonderful, thanks, Peter. I hope you have a great day at work. Use your through trolling. It is. Hey, Dr. Fox. So, we're going to be doing the wheel spin campaign in the morning or evening time, afternoon time tomorrow, into hopefully the 1 versus 7. So if you guys haven't already, join the Discord. DM me if you want to join the 1 versus 7. 7 of my community members versus the 1 of me. I have cooked up pretty damn hard as to how to make this campaign possible for me, when there's obviously just the 1 of me versus 7 people. And my god, we've got a big fight on our hands. So yeah, it's going to be very interesting. So make sure to join the Discord, because we do all sorts of the fun events. All the kinds of fun events go in the Discord. And I always initially ask folks to join from that. And Alphat, dude, thank you for 21 months, dude. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate you. Honestly, all the tier 1s and stuff massively help the channel. And tier 2s, tier 3s, especially since we're trying to get Partner Plus on Twitch. So if you guys do have a tier 1 subscription available on the Twitch side, it massively helps. As Twitch basically gives you a bigger split if you have more subs. Alright, so let's have a look over here. This map is just an absolute beautiful situation when it comes to deploying on this side of the map. I mean, I'd be foolish not to take advantage of the terrain here. One of the main goals that we're probably going to try and do is just leverage the fact that they're going to be funneled this way. In the last fight we did, it seemed okay. Obviously, we're gonna get magic coming up as well. You're gonna be. I'm gonna spread these guys out like this. Tomb guards and whatnot. This is all my really solid inventory. Recruited in. We got a lot of chaff incoming as well. But typically speaking, this is gonna be my the bedrock of my composition. I don't want to move these guys over here, as it'll literally be faster. The 1 minute is gonna be faster than moving them from this direction, unless they can go around the outside, which they cannot. But you can see that we've got a full chaff army and another army coming through. If you're not aware, currently I believe Thorik is bugged, so he can't actually attack on his anvil, but he has moments where he potentially can. So I'm going to be intrigued to see how that plays out. But we're going to move up to see what we can punish, because obviously Khalida has a lot of healing available to her due to the regeneration. So if I can kill any ranged unit, I'm always going to try and assassinate them, because it's going to be critical to do so. As range units in general are going to be the bane of my existence, especially because of the fact that they'll do tons and tons of damage. As most of the time the AI is smart enough to understand, hang on a second, if I can see these guys over here, like their archers for example, normally they'll just ignore my front line and just walk forward with their archers and quarrelers and just shoot my backline units. Definitely is something that the AI is getting a lot better at doing. Trophies in the green screen today because I've got a small trophy and the middle trophy of the Empire. A stack. Yeah, you can stack all the trophies, Dr. Fox, indeed. Hey Damien, do you play with any mods? If so, any recommendations? Good question, my friend. I would say that it depends. Currently in this campaign, I'm not using any mods, purely because of the fact that for challenges, typically speaking, I like to use vanilla. But from a recommendation standpoint, I would probably argue that things like SFO are fantastic for, you know, it depends on what you're looking for, my friend. If you're looking for a different experience, things like SFO are great, Radius are great. If you're looking for a balance perspectives, I guess there are definitely certain mods that can help facilitate that as well. I guess it depends. What was bugged? Hey, Wang. It is Thorik on the anvil. So CA said they fixed it, but it's not fixed. Hey, Ghouls, good to see you, buddy. It's not fixed. Had the AI cheat avoid my ambush no matter where I positioned without getting discovered? That's a classic right there. I mean, as much as CA says that the the AI technically can't see your units, they definitely can. I have a hard time believing it, nice. You'll definitely look into it. Yeah, no worries, man. I think I have a mod list. What I'm going to do on the YouTube chat is I'm going to get commands going as well. Just so I can... so you guys can see all the mods and stuff I'm using. I'm pretty sure Nightbot can do that. Let's get some casket hit shots in here because they're all stacked up. Not the most accurate, which is relatively surprising, but we do have a good chunk of ammunition, and it's one of those things where there's a realistic chance that we're not going to get through all this ammunition. Not the most accurate in the world, honestly. I'm relatively surprised by that, and we're shooting at roughly 75% of the range, so we should be relatively accurate. I'm going to use her ability here, because I need to make sure that I'm not shot at by crawlers. Let's get my casket stopped firing. We'll just start waiting them. Okay, so Thorik's over here now. Let's start firing into there. Let's start firing into the blobs. Let's just look for this situation. Let's look to try and assassinate Thorik as well here. So we know that Thorik's not going to attack us, but he does have Rune of Spite, so that's the only thing that'll do damage to us. But we've got the charge bonus of 102, so you'll see he can't physically attack. I thought these were the boys that are carrying him. But they are not the guys carrying him. So that's good enough for now. Let's stop the golden chevron boys. Run around real quick. Let's just have a look at what's going on. Let's just take advantage of the situation. Also, anyone in the chat, YouTube or Twitch, throw in some mod recommendations as well. You know, there are some really, really good mods in this game. Like Champions of Undeath is really cool. But yeah, it purely depends what you're looking for. As modders in general have done a fantastic job of, you know, bringing to life what they envision. The modding scene is very, very good in Warhammer 3. Grudge Settlers I have to avoid it like the plague. Let's just start throwing out, because I'm honestly going to be very surprised if I'm going to use all my ammunition. I'd be extremely surprised if I get through it all. Okay, so... yeah, once again, Thorik is not actually hitting us here, as you can see. Just the Rune of Spite doing the damage there, so we don't have to worry at all. Oops. So this is my secondary army, so that's the next... go into the reserves. I don't mind getting the lords up there. Are you on mounts? You are, so let's not send you in. But Thorik should be relatively easy to slaughter here. And the beautiful thing is, these dwarves are all stacking up nicely. Holy crap, that is a beautiful little cast thing here. So as long as I'm focusing on whatever comes forward, Unbreakable Dwarves especially is something that I'm going to like. That's a Shadow Mage angle, honestly. That's definitely a Shadow Mage angle, boys. That right there is a Shadow Mage angle. So let's bring the Shadow Mage over. Try and get some casts into here. Just make sure that I'm not doing them dirty here. We don't have them quite towards the rangers, towards the archers, excuse me, so let's pull them back a little bit. What I'm going to do is just, like I said, bring up the Shadow Mage. Look for some opportunities here. Don't mind looking for that, but we'll send the first row of melee through. As I need to ensure that you can see here... Oh my god, my mouse has actually just died. Hold on, boys. My mouse legit just died. Hold on. Where's my charger for my mouse? Am I going to have to use, like, a crappy USB mouse for this? I think I might have to use a crappy USB mouse. Hold on. I'm going to have to use my really garbage work mouse. Lamau, one sec. If you hear a beep, it's my computer. I should be charging my other one as well, shouldn't I, at the same time? Oh my god, the sensitivity is off the roof. Well, talk about adaptability. Oh my god, the sensor's just off there. I normally have really low DPI. My DPI is normally extremely low. We're cooked, boys. Are we cooked? Oh my god, it's popping up with all sorts of random crap. Go away. What's in here? Yeah, we should be fine. We should be able to hold the line. Your DPI is usually 10,000. Now, the reason why my DPI started getting really low is because of CSGO. Not gonna lie. My DPI started becoming really low because of CSGO. Oh my god, my DPI is so high right now. This is so weird. I don't know how I feel about this. Let's shoot these boys. Pull you back. This is like the perfect zone of control for us, so I don't mind. Just need them to stack up a little bit more. So this is all chaff, so like I said, I don't really mind them getting sent in. Oh no, that's a Pit of Shades angle right there. That is a significantly better Pit of Shades. I'll take that all day, every day. And Khalida's just like not taking damage from Thorik because he's Garbodor. And he is bugged. Some delicious magic. We have a ton of wins right now. These guy, I think he's immortal. Yeah, him just being on cavalry is the reason why he's getting fried right now. Nice, beautiful damage. I mean, he'll have done a ton of damage. Let's try and pull him back. I really need to be charging my actual mouse right now. This is awful. Hold on, let me hold the line with some of you. I just need to make sure they don't get close enough towards me, honestly. As long as they ain't getting close enough, we're fine. You shoot back here if you can. I think Khalida might be getting shot at, but it should be okay. I don't mind losing Lords here, because we can replace them, like, really easily. We do have a summon for Ushabi, so I'm going to chuck it down here. I can't believe I'm using a garbage mouse right now. Cast through there. Khalida's killed Thorik, which is huge. Just trying to break this fight down as much as possible. They've got quite a few units left, but I would assume they're just going to leave. Let me throw down her resurrection healing. I should technically be throwing out these kind of spells because I have so much more excess winds of magics, but Thorik dying there is big. No real incredible magic angles. Let's just go ahead and throw this one here. Get Khalida over to deal with the Iron Drakes on this side. As right now those Iron Drakes will be potentially getting a lot of value once they shoot, so let's just make sure we deal with that. Knock everything away. And look straight for the value propositions there. Let's reduce their armor as well, we might as well. If we see elite inventory, we can easily use the combination of this and Miasma, and it'll basically just guarantees them dying. Such a nice combo. As long as we're not losing any units, I'm fine with it. Units are now coming in from the reinforcements. Let's go ahead and just one more combo these ones. Do you know what? Get the gold ones on those bad boys. That's fine. Do we have another angle of damage, potentially? So we've got more units coming through. We're getting crumbles and stuff like that, but that's fine. Nice. I think I might have forgotten. Unless we resurrected too many units, and then the thing dropped off. Let's go ahead and throw those down there. I'm going to assume miasma wouldn't be terrible on you. So now that magic combination is going to be exceptionally deadly. And then maybe that. Pull you guys back because I'm looking to get the cast on these guys because that should clear out their inventory now. And then just looking for this, looking for that. And then let's shoot into the quarrelers here now. I actually don't know what my actual mouse charger is because it's an old mouse. So the charger's really old. My partner usually steals it though. Yeah, she usually yoinks it to charge a Kindle. But nice, this is looking alright. Oops. This guy's not looking alright. Throw some healing out. Now let's make sure my elite infantry survives as well. Seemingly, we've pretty much completely crushed their entire front line, which is good to see. And there's some miscellaneous units on the side survive. I didn't get opportunity to use a healing on my inventory properly. But resurrection is 8% heal, and it goes really hard. Maybe I should be a little bit wary with what I'm casting. Squig's got over 100 charge bonus. Nice, man. Let me just... Because yeah, using a really garbage Dell wireless mouse is not it, boys. As I'm sure you guys could understand. It's so weird. Probably can just go and chase that one, but bring the Lord back. Honestly, I would say 9 times out of 10, it's probably never even worth using a Lord on a horse. Especially in these kind of infantry-esque ones. Let's shoot these guys. I'm pretty impressed with Khalida in general, though. She's performed really nicely here. There's, I believe, quite a few units that are going to be coming in through the reinforcements, and this is where some of the really high-tier stuff is coming through, but we should be okay. Let's just make sure that the right unit's attacking the right units. I do need to make sure that we can chill out with my units, though. I don't want to chase. Similarly, the Ushawi's really struggled. Yeah, no, I didn't use the ability because honestly, it's not that incredible. The damage it does is not it's not amazing, honestly. So I wasn't too bothered. We will need to shut down these Iron Drakes, so let me just get Khalida on it. Let's start getting Khalida active. Although I need to be really careful with the pirates. But we can start shooting them pretty early on. And I can reposition my front line, honestly. And then kind of retake a bit of the positioning in the battlefield. As we can start throwing some miasmas down. Special to things like troll hammers, because troll hammers will absolutely nuke Khalida if I'm not careful. But look, this is against like an elite-esque inventory. And for a single cast there, it's not incredible, right? Okay, let's get the resurrection going because I just want to make sure that we're avoiding damage where possible. I am starting to push up a little bit aggressively. Ooh, ranges out of nowhere. Should be able to chop them to bits with the Hekara warriors. I gotta be really careful to avoid damage there. There's still quite a lot of really good units. So hopefully we're going to be able to knock out the majority of what... Oh, the majority of the threats that... I think that's Amelos bonus. Okay, good. Yeah, hopefully we can knock out a lot of the threats. Oh my days, one cast there is just so insane. So let's make sure to kill the really powerful units that he has remaining. The best thing about dwarves is they're hella slow, but so are undead things. That's the issue that I have. So are undead stuff. Or as well, I'll play tomorrow. You can probably guess in the 1 versus 7. Fair enough, Jeffrey. I play Sniper in TFT, and the finals with this. Oh yeah, the finals is a really good game. Is it still doing all right? Is the finals still doing like okay? Because I know it lost a reasonable chunk of its player base. I know like quite a lot of the player base is no longer playing it, but it has some pretty cool stuff in it. The C4 barrel stuff you used to be able to do completely killed the game for me. I'm not gonna lie. Hold on, I need to go quickly check my my charger. One sec, boys. Right, we got it. Right, the sound's going to be my keyboard again, my computer. Big. I can use my actual mouse again. It's always weird when you put in, when you use a wired mouse, a wireless mouse, but you've got it wired. Wait, why is the battle still going on? Oh my god, of course it's a random dwarf lord. That's just such a classic right there. That is a absolute classic. Right, if you guys were trapped on a desert island, what would you take and why? What would you take and why? You're trapped on a desert island, boys. What are you thinking? Apparently, I learned that a jacket potato and butter is all you need from a food group perspective. I can bring anything in the world, or just something simple. Give me the simple answer, and then whatever you want. Because yeah, fishing rod is a good one. Communication device to get off the island. Moritz, that's cheating. You take a dog, that's fair. Battlesey for the entertainment value. I don't know how entertaining I'd be if I'm like absolutely exhausted. Bring what where? A desert island. I knew they get. I thought they got wounded. That's good. But is the casket vibe ended? Yeah, it just ended, so I'll have to wait for that lord back. Nice, we've got the stalkers as well. These guys are so good. That was a really, really good win for me. I really needed that. But let's have a look how much that screwed us over. Hasn't really. What's his strength rank? He's down to 21. So I think he still has a higher strength rank than me. He does, yeah. The goal is now we can have a secondary army running around doing things. Why do I have carry-ons? Ah, that's why. Let's make sure to increase the capacity of resources wherever possible. As the whole point right now is you want to make sure that you've got these military buildings wherever and whenever, as it massively helps. Getting the military building in there. Because more capacity of the boys is exceptionally critical IMO. So we've gone with Blessing of that. Do we have any military buildings? Yeah, we have quite a lot of military units that can benefit from this one as well. Is it Unfading Memory? Yeah, Unfading Memory. Ancient stone as well goes kind of hard. Yeah, really nice there. Really nice. And plus we can probably put in... Like, this Shadow Mage now is probably going to be completely fine on himself, and the Hekara Mage can probably go in a different army. Once I start getting the Vortex leveled up. But that was a huge win. We needed that, boys. We needed that. You'd get Wilson. That makes sense. Two things I mean, bring me and make us fight. Nah, you'd have to work in collaboration to escape. The whole point is to get off the island, right? You want to work together in collaboration. Collaboration is key. Getting a tier 3 is going to be really useful as well. Now we actually have money, we can probably go with a Necrotect. Let's get a Necrotect and a Tomb Prince in the army. We need to get them leveled up as soon as possible. Tier 3 wise, I honestly don't think there's much that I need. Getting capacity of great bows, I don't know if that's going to help me, because obviously we already have the one in my army. But the... Ooh, what's this building? Provides a garrison of Tomb Prince. Gives me a jar per turn. But you can see that the garrison in here is pretty damn good. It is pretty damn good. And my goal is to just let Khalida run around and just absolutely destroy things, while my other armies can take the smaller settlements, per se. Did we steal anything from that? No, that is very surprising, honestly. Let's get the movement speed, excuse me, the movement range increases.
That is wise.
We probably do want the regiment around in the army, but I feel like it's important to have at least some kind of emergency units. Hey, Boss Canary. I think it's important to have at least some emergency units where possible. I do wonder if it's worthwhile putting this in here. Because I would envision there is a relatively high percentage chance that Queek has put in something inside of Lamia. Is my assumption. Can you tell if it's like... I don't believe it tells you if like money is being stolen from you. Because otherwise then you'd be able to find it out. I think it still gives you the full percentage, if I'm not mistaken. Hey, Tarathon. I believe it still gives you the full percentage of it. We're at war with everybody still. Yes, we are. Good, good, good. So we've still got potentially Scarbrand going to be making his entrance, but we'll have to wait and see. It is really nice, the capacity of recruitment you can get with them. So now I'm pretty confident that one of the smarter things for me to do now is to probably buff up. Ooh, yeah, Dune Riders might be useful with the Stalker boys. It could be worthwhile me buffing up Khalida now. Getting kind of Graceful Warrior in there. Wow, it gives speed as well. That's kind of really nice. Yeah, that is really, really nice. That's a lot of good stuff. Guys, how many of you guys have played a Khalida campaign? How many of y'all wholesome hunks have played a Khalida campaign? Because I feel like she's... Desert Island or desert? It'd be a desert island. Okay, Croc guy's moving towards us. I might be able to attack him here. She's not a mage. You've played her. You're just running one alongside me. Nice, man. Not you. I have. Did not enjoy it at all. Daniel, how come? Once in Warhammer 2? Yeah, I know what you mean. Right. Okay, we've just got a Necrotect. So Wild, you can recruit them anywhere. So War Sphinx we just kind of use. Trustworthy is not useful, but maybe the Sphinx Carver will actually become in handy. We actually can attack it. Although I am worried about what that may look like. I mean, we're recruiting from 2 different provinces, I believe. Is that correct? No. These are as part of the same settlements. So I'm going to get Khalida. We're going to chuck her right here. One other thing that I'm worried about is... Krogar might just spot me and then I have to do a 1 versus 1, but I'm pretty certain it should be okay. But last time he fought... Ooh, his army's actually kind of scary now. His army does look kind of scary at the moment. And my front line is very, very, very frontline heavy. Let's put the Nehekara Mage in there. Oh my god, I'm an idiot. I cannot believe I just did that. No, I'm an idiot. I'm a doubly an idiot. I thought I put the Shadow Mage in there, but it refreshed it to put the Nehekara Mage in there. That's what I wanted. I don't believe... Yeah, you can't globally recruit because there's no encampment. It's probably worthwhile just trying to get some of these heroes, honestly. I'm in kind of a pretty desperate need of heroes. One decisive win against Krogar is going to be huge. Quick sort of not sent anybody over because I think he's got a lot to deal with himself. I'm the only one he's at war with. So I'm going to have to wait and see how Queek behaves here. But I'm having to deal with, obviously, these guys at the moment. One of the biggest factors is I need to make sure that I've taken out his capital. Maybe even his minus elements, because his minus elements seem to be a higher tier than his actual capital. But the biggest factor here is that I'm removing his ability to recruit units. That right there is important. You didn't end up with Warwick, despite him hating me for fighting Gorick? Oh, balls, there's 2 armies. Yeah. I think there are certain elements within Warhammer campaigns that has a bit of RNG. First of my 3 campaigns? Oh, really? Yo, Linux, how are you doing, you handsome bugger?
Battleco 7 BTLC hype.
Dude, thank you so goddamn much for coming in clutch with a tier 2. I appreciate you going above and beyond, my friend. Hope you're doing well, Linux, in 38 months, bud. My goodness. Closing in on 4 years, my friend. How have they done this? If I attack you, I need to move you up. Let's move you up. I'm going to attack this army. The Necrotech's going to go in there. Oh, it increases mobility. That's huge. Pyrrhic victory. So we've purposely attacked this initial army because it's significantly weaker, which will allow us to get into position to attack the majority of them. Do you have any flying units? I don't think you have any flying, right? A lot of cavalry, so I will have to be very careful, but I have a lot of skeleton chaff, so I'm not too worried about that. If I were to toggle large army off, it would make me only fight this army, but I'd rather have my full force. Hope you have a great weekend, Chosen. Same to you, my friend. Hope you're having a great one. Yeah, great weekend, so thanks, Linux. I always end up playing Arkan when I play the Tomb Kings, Harrison. I honestly don't blame you. Arkan is just... I think Arkan is probably the strongest Tomb King at the moment. Because he can benefit from having red line treed. So if you didn't know, Arkan gets certain vampire units that quite literally have the red line tree bonuses instantly associated with them. Also, this is pretty huge because I can stack up and deploy on this side and just kind of create a massive foundation of units to defend myself here. Especially since we can probably move you guys over here. And then obviously that front line over there can walk over. Typically speaking, the way the AI functions is they will wait for their reinforcements, so I'm not too worried at all. I'm very, very, very backline heavy is my only concern. Let's make sure my artillery are at the side, because it'll obviously take the longest. It's one of those things where when you're very, very backline heavy, you've got to be exceptionally careful, because you can be overwhelmed very quickly. But that's the reason why we bring chaff armies as well, alongside the composition, just to ensure that we can defend them. I'll put the Ushabis in there to sponge the damage. You can hold the line. And then now let's try and figure out the way that's probably best to balance this. I think 4 then 3, and then reposition the artillery accordingly. And then what we'll do, the second these guys come in, I definitely want to chuck you guys here as well. The second that our reinforcement army comes in, these boys, I'm going to flood all of the frontline units as soon as I possibly can to buffer the frontline here. One thing that actually might be a smart idea. I was going to say probably a smart idea would be to move aggressively towards Krokgar with Khalida, but Krokgar will absolutely eat her for breakfast. So what does SFO add a lot of units in there? Oh, you going on holiday, Linux? Where you going, buddy? Whereabouts you going, my dude? Love a good holiday. Hopefully I'll have a holiday this year. Don't know where I'll go. It's always really, really silly, but like sometimes like going on holiday, I always have this really, really weird feeling that I'm just gonna get forgotten about. It's not rational, I understand. But it's just a random thing as a streamer sometimes that I just like comes to my mind. Also, screw that spell. That hurt like crazy. Hands of the Gods is no joke. Right, at least the magic's gonna be solid here. The Nehekara Mage would be huge. Who dis? Hey Adam, good to see you, handsome. So it'll be these lads on that side. Look at how much chaff we have, holy moly. Oh my goodness, no. Oh, get dosey doed, son. Krokgar's in shambles, my guy. Krokgar is confirmed in shambles after getting his ankles broken by that Shadow Mage real quick. Get Resurrection going just to get the healing. The Nehekara Mage needs to come over here. Throw out buffs and the passive healing as well, which means pretty much all the models will resurrect. Anything that's taken damage will be completely fine. Cold One Riser are a little bit scary, but okay, so a little bit of friendly fire there. Putting the friendly in fire there. Love to see that. Start shooting the Temple Guards because they're a bit scary. The secondary composition is probably going to be moving this side just to hold the line at the back. I've got to be really careful there. Want to make sure that we're not losing anybody here. Can I shoot into Krokgar here? It'd be fantastic if I can. Let's see. It'd be fantastic if I can. Oh my days. We just friendly fired the absolute smithy of them. Let's see if I can actually get some shots into Krokgar here. This is definitely a Pit of Shades angle now. Really, really high value Pit of Shades there. My mouse is still charging, so my clicks are not as effective, but should be okay. Let's cast her spell as well, just to keep them in buffered towards the Pit of Shades. I'm telling you, I feel like these caskets are trolling me a little bit here. I feel like I'm getting a little bit trolled.
Welcome to Australia, gentlemen.
Yes, fundraise. That's the soundbite we added in for you, lad. Good to see you, bud. Was that loud, guys? Out of interest? That was a soundbite I was able to actually get. Yeah, if you guys don't know, that's for the wonderful wholesome hunks that support the channel as tier 2. Oh my goodness. Man, here camera mage is dying. That was perfection. Yeah, so all the wholesome hunks that support the channel at tier 3, we've got sound bites from. Sound was alright? Perfect. Oh my god. I think we're just about to lose our Nehekara mage. Can he get him out? Oh, come on, bud. Does Khalida have resurrection? She does. I might be able to keep him alive with resurrection here. If he gets hit one more time, he's doomed, I think. Please get out of there, buddy. No, he's gotten hit one more time. Yeah. That's a yikers. Nehekara mage down, but that's okay. He's immortal, so no need to worry. I'm going to cancel that by casting Miasma onto the Temple Guard, because I think I can get better value with the Pit of Shades. Oh my god. A very, very sloppy fight here. Let's see what we can do. I think the Pit of Shade's value is going to come here. I don't mind as much casting my own troops there. I'd rather that. Oh my goodness, I think I've been trolling with my archers this entire time. Let's pull them back. They haven't been shooting at all, have they, lads? Let's get a summon here on top of the man himself. I just have to be so unbelievably careful because I will legitimately be one-shot if I'm not mistaken. If I'm not careful, excuse me. Let's move over this side. Hold on, I've got to take the charger off. I got to take the charger off. My mouse movements are absolutely garbador. Losing that mage there was really not good for me. Another cast of this one, and then we'll follow it up with a pendulum, I think. I'll be a little bit careful to make sure they're not fully staggered. My archer should be more than okay at firing again. Just make sure my shadow mage is not getting completely fried. Send you in there. Let's shoot the bowlers there. The bowlers will be really annoying. Let's get the casket firing onto this side because that's a lot of value potentially there. Even more so with just a cheeky little Pit of Shades. Everything on the front line is getting fried now, which is what we wanted. Throw out another resurrection just to ensure my front line is tanking. Both the temple guards are looking exceptionally weak, which is good. Beautiful damage from the Skulkers. Fantastic follow-up with that. The general in there. I think some of them have guard mode on. Hey, Val. Found an innocent survivor that you can take a vacation. Yeah, I know. I just always feel really bad.
Hi, Queen Khalida.
Let's make sure we continue to keep firing him, because Crockeye is pretty much one of the only issues within the army. Like, he is the only thing that's like hella scary. Let me miasma him to reduce his speed.
The serpent strikes.
And let's keep trying to fry him. Skulkers have really, really high AP damage with their missiles, so hopefully we can get some shots into them. We might need to move the Ushabis out of the way just to make sure they can actually fire. Let's keep my my mage close. I don't know if we're actually getting hits in, but he doesn't have the way of healing. I am actually slower than him. There's a reason why we need to make sure my mage is close by to miasma. Okay, I'll overcast it just to make sure. Khalida, hopefully, we're able to get some hits in. This is one of the issues that Khalida often has, is her hitboxes are not the best. Like, she sometimes really struggles to hit stuff. And I think this is kind of oh my goodness, you've let him run away. Okay. That was kind of demonstrating it. But yeah, at least we were able to take him down. At least we were able to take him down and win the fight. The main thing is we have a necrotech. Sorry, that noise was me plugging my mouse into heal it up. Real Legends play with a trackpad. How many of you guys play with a trackpad out of interest? Any of you gamers in the chat right here, right now, play with a trackpad? I'd be impressed. Because anytime I've ever played a game that's intensive on a laptop, you can hear like a like the laptop's struggling. It is out here begging for mercy. And I can imagine Warhammer 3 would probably be a similar game. Absolutely frying your computer. What's the trackpad? Yeah, it's the little square thing that you can use your fingers on. Very strange description of a trackpad, but it does the trick. Transmorph reservation's huge. Okay, that's really big, actually. Finally. Nehekara Mage just got wounded, but that's okay. You play World of Warcraft like that, Mason? You're goated, then. You must be goated with the Source, because I always struggle with trackpads. Ammunition for the archers, and let's actually start buffing her up, I think. I don't think I need the replenishment, nor do I think I need the jars per turn.
High Queen.
Since you're my only mage in the army now, you need to take the replacement. With this guy, let's go ahead and... are you the lad with the traits? No, you're a tough lad. So let's just make sure we're buffing the army, wherever possible. None of us can reach, unfortunately. The Necrotech is going to need to go into Khalida's army, for sure. Ability is Restore, 100% all day, every day. Stone Shaper. Wrath of the Creator. All those go hard now. Melee attack. I think, since I'm not kind of using them to fight long term, I'm fine with that. The Necrotech needs to go into Khalida's army, but I'm worried that, like I said, I've got too much ranged. Nice. We're in a position now where we're starting to get a lot more caps. Oh, speak of the devil. Quick, sending some armies over. We may be able to recruit some archers, and we can. Although I'd be more... Oh, I'm such a muppet. I didn't... Oh, I did. Does that mean we can get level 7 archers? Level 5. We're fried. I think if we had the province... If we had this one, we could get it. Do you want me to buff stacks? If one lord buffs archers and you had 2 armies in a stack, does it... no, so you only ever buff the 20 units that are within your main army. There are lords that have bonuses like this, but it'll specifically say all armies. If it says the lord's army, it'll only buff that lord's army. If it says all armies, everything gets the benefits. So any of these armies will get additional ammunition. Okay, let's recruit there then. 130 is insane. So you're saying channeling I can recruit globally? It's only available in Entombed. So Entombed stance is that one. So if I was recruiting Entombed, it'd be fine. It'd work like that. We could upgrade this one, but like I said, I don't think it actually gives us another Ushabi Greatbow capacity. I think I've already got one. I mean, we've got a reasonable 26%. It's not too bad. We've just gotten ourselves a Tomb Prince. Let's have a look. Strider goes hard. Crit rank for weapons, and then melee attack when unmounted. That is really solid now. That's kind of wild, the stat line, because I honestly never recommend mounting them anyway. Because what are you going to put them on? A skeleton chariot or a steed? No, thank you. The more and more I play, the more I realize that mounts are such bait most of the time. Like, mounts are so fried most of the time. Alright, let's use the jars on getting them. Getting a couple of Necrotechs is going to help a lot. It's just the hitboxes, typically speaking. Normally, from my experience, the hitboxes are really, 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 really bad when you're mounted. And if you're stacking your inventory up, like fighting along, like trying to fight a front-to-back kind of situation, you're always going to want them on foot. As if they're stacking and helping inventory in fights, it doesn't help. The mount should have HP. Yeah, I agree that they have more health, but you become more susceptible to damage. The larger you are as a target, the more susceptible you are. A good example as to why this is really important is if you think about Vlad von Carstein. One of the critical factors of why Vlad von Carstein is so oppressive to fight against is because of the fact that he's a small entity. If Vlad was on a horseback or anything like that, all of a sudden he'd suck. For the most part. But then he would facilitate a different niche where he would be able to chase down inventory instead of being like a one-man show, right? So when you put them on mounts, there's use cases where they have a lot of range, and you need somebody to try and like flank around if you have very limited ability to do that within your composition as is. I need to make sure to turn off the fast movements. I defensive drills is kind of wild. Because isn't that for all units? Yeah, look at that. 54 melee defense. Ah, damn. Random RNG like that always goes so hard. But it's critical that I take all the experience I can. What I'm going to do is I'm going to drop one archer. I'm going to drop an archer to get a necrotect. I think it's the right thing to do. Especially since I'm going to start getting in the necrotect to the point where it'll be a little bit stronger. I love the fact that I can get capacity here as well. I think the Sentinels is where I'm going to be going, because I don't think the Necropolis Knights and the Skulkers are going to be that important just yet. And he already has one for the War Sphinx, so once we can get to that point, we'll start recruiting him wherever possible. Okay, so here's one of the first armies we're having to deal with. Garrison's goated though, so not too concerned about that one if I'm going to be honest with you guys. 111 losses is kind of wild though, I won't lie to you. Cloak of the Dunes. Ooh, a really good RRR. Chosen of the Gods goes so hard. 5 in desert terrain, reduction of attrition. Nice. And plus having more lords running together helps a significant amount. Let's go ahead and put training in there. As I really want to make sure these guys are as strong as possible. We've got another Necrotect in here. Trustworthy is never going to be useful. Capacity all day, every day. Anytime I can increase capacity of something, I'm going to do it. As I don't really have easy access to it. Also, on Twitch, by the way, boys, we're going to have ads kicking in about 20 seconds just to get rid of the pesky pre-roll ads. By all means, if you want to support the content and subscribe, I'd significantly appreciate it, but it's not necessary, right? Just wanted to give a little bit of a warning. Let me see here. I should be fine to just run off of this now. And regarding Daniel with... I think I just saw something like that. Didn't I read something to do with Daniel? Daniel in Thrones of Decay is definitely a lot better, especially due to the fact that he's moved further away from Malice. Which is honestly one of the critical elements of it. Not being near Malice is very, very helpful. Let's start going into 3rd Dynasty now. Unless there's other things that are going to be better. Yushabi Greatbows probably will go pretty hard, so I'm actually going to go into this one. We're going to go 4th Destiny now. Having 3 armies is going to be really tasty. I think from the perspective of getting another army capacity, I think it's going to be here. So 800 jars and 10,000, which is not too unrealistic, depending if I want to save for that. I think the money is going to be the harder part. You want the 3rd for its construction time bonus? Construction time reduction for all buildings in the local province. It's only local province, and if I'm completely honest, I don't think that matters too much. I think I'd rather have combat stats. I don't really have too much of a luxury, because by the time I get him, right, what's going to be? I'm going to have tier 4 built. I'm going to get close to tier 5, so it'd reduce the time of building the tier 5 by, what, like 2 turns? So I'm not... I don't think it's that worth it. But I can see what you mean. Also, it's so weird not being able to put a Lord in to defend. 1st Dynasty will definitely want to transition you back in. These boys now have that. It might honestly be worthwhile just getting more range units. So let's go ahead and replace and throw over these guys. As Khalida can recruit 4 more at rank 5, which is fine. We can buff them up and get them stronger. I want to make sure that I have my units spread out across my armies better. And not a really, really strong army coming out from Thorik once again, but I think depending on how they... If they attack this settlement, I should be able to double up and attack them twice, right? Like, I've got 3 armies literally waiting for them to try and do that. Thorik's got a relatively equal strength rank to me now, so that's at least a good thing. Anything reduced early is helpful. Yeah, I think it's just being in This Is Total War situations changes the way you have to play. From my experience. Like, This Is Total Wars, you can't attempt to be greedy. Also, that is a terrifying army. And he sacked it. Wow, there's another 2 armies raring to go. I'm going to have to wait and see how they perform, and if they take it, actually. It's going to reduce it down to a tier 1, which will still have the military bill in it, which is good. Which shouldn't have stopped me from recruiting, and which it didn't. Good. Wait, did Avalon just take it, Lamau?
No, need my warp token stash.
I'm going to assume there's no one inside of here, which is good. Which means this army should be more than okay to go take that. Okay, never mind. So let's double up and get these guys defending each other. I am okay, like, giving up settlements. What can Necrotex do? They can block armies. If I can wound, that'd be huge. You know what? We'll roll the dice on a level 13. Okay, shouldn't have rolled the dice. It's okay. Sometimes you live and you learn. I feel like this surely should be winnable. Those guys are force marched in the back. It's a lot of really scary units, but as long as I'm not stupid, I think it should be okay. Because they don't really have too much here that's super, super scary. And we do have the Shadow Mage, right? Yeah, we do. What's the most gambling heavy campaign? What, like, requires RNG to do well? I mean, there are a lot of campaigns that are quite akin to that. Like, sometimes you really do require just RNG to save the day. Who's RNG heavy? Honestly, it used to be like Chaos factions, but ever since they got massively buffed, it's not really a problem anymore. I just think all the recent DLCs have just made so many Chaos factions Giga Chads now. Throg has RNG? Throg, actually. Now you mentioned Throg. Throg has insane RNG requirements. Like, oh, is Malachi going to make 5,000 armies and just absolutely crush me? Is an interesting one. As I have been on the receiving end of that. I think I'm going to want to push up a little bit more aggressively here, but we'll see. Because I don't know if my guys will be able to shoot properly here. But I have a lot more constructs now, which is nice. But let me go over the hill. Yeah, I'm going to take the... I need to take this terrain here. I'm going to fight the secondary army at the same time as well. What are Khalida advantages? Ranged are really heavily buffed. She buffs ranged units massively. It's one of her main things. What's the range of this bad boy? 200 meters, damn. Not terrible. They love to blob up for me. They love blobbing up. As long as we're hitting the back lines, I'm completely fine. Just need to make sure that we're leveraging the strength of my army. Okay, if they're going to continuously blob up, I'm going to send Khalida in and just cast magic on them. Although the dwarves do have, yeah, an insane amount of spell resistance, it shouldn't matter. Just make sure I'm not stacking up here. Oh my god. That might be a pretty damn juicy pit of shades, boys. Yep. Not bad. Not a bad pit of shades. What says you? 1.6k gold value, we'll take that. What I'm going to do, emergency runaway button, and then use our mass to run. Let's make sure we're not getting shot by anything. And let's refocus what we're firing at right now. And then position ourselves accordingly to try and hit them. Because the only thing that's scary within this army is ranged. Everything else I have easily... I have a handle on and everything else easily. Khalida is doing a fantastic job though, at least. So enemies are coming in, which makes sense. Let's see if we can start dealing with these guys. Who are these guys firing on? Of course, they're shooting these guys. Makes sense. Thanks, babe. Right, boys. I feel bad, but I'm going to be eating in a second. As it's one of those weird days. I went out. I socialized today. I had a double date with my neighbor. Me and Meg went out with our neighbors, and they're super lovely. It was really, really nice. Went to a barbecue place, and it was absolutely delicious. So I wasn't hungry until like now. Normally I eat like 6 p.m. and it's 9:30 p.m. for dinner. But you know when you eat so much food that you just cannot eat, you just can't have anything anytime soon. It was kind of a case like that, where we just ate so much food that I was like, yeah, I'm not going to be hungry for a wee bit here. Alright, let's get the caskets on the back line here again. Basically, the caskets' job's to do that. The pit of shades here. Just going to press the emergency runaway button again. Who's shooting them? You're shooting me, yeah. God, the mining blasting charges do so much goddamn damage, it's crazy. We have anti-large, but dwarves are certainly short, so we don't have to worry about that. Let's get the troll hammers. Troll hammers will absolutely smoke Khalida, if I'm not mistaken, if I'm not careful. Sure. There we go. I love that meme became a thing. I really do. Such jokes. Okay, the secondary army's running towards us, but they're forced march, so we need to chase them. It's only the first army that we need to make sure we're killing. And grow socializing? I know. Beautiful. I mean, they're not taking that much damage. Good job, the neck attacks around. Oh my god, that poor dude is getting slapped. What's the AoE? Are we buffing these guys? No, but we should be buffing these dudes. I'm inclined to say stop shooting now. Oh my god, I thought for a second they just flanked me like... But no, thankfully not. What's the healing per second? That is a really fat amount of healing per second. Yeah, the second you start getting necrotechs and you start getting your compositions online, you really can take on a lot of troops at once. It's pretty nice. Right. Okay. Let's just probably move you over here. Can they get disciplined heroes? That's a very, very good question. I think they have all their own individually unique traits, if I'm not mistaken. For the most part. But then tough is a shared trait, so you'd assume if you can get tough, you can probably get the rest. Let's shoot over here. One little cheeky volley will make sure the Iron Drake Trollhammer's torpedoes realign and rethink their lives. Yep, ouchies. let us go ahead and just try and assassinate these boys. Tough is a really good trait, I agree. 25 armor and, what is it, 5 melee defense is an exceptionally solid trait. How good is Miasma against the likes of Bridge Throwers, boys? Are we fried? It's monstrous impact. If they get through the trees, it's going to do a lot of damage. Not good. This seems decent. Dying through would be better. I mean, the only thing that really needs to die is these Grudge Throwers. Like, generally, the only thing that's, like, actually kind of scary. And I have tons of magic, so I'm not worried at all. Classic. When a unit has the white flag above their head, they can't recover if you chase them. Savage. Let's... Oh, dude. Wait, hold on. Can I... I might be able to resurrect the model here. No! I waited. Hold on. Cancel the Necrotect. I should be able to resurrect the model there, I'm pretty sure. Let's make sure we're actually absolutely battering their artillery now. Or their range units that are backline here. I mean, one of them has died, at least. You're running them off the map, which is beautiful. And they'll be a little bit threatened. Wow, you're actually shooting my artillery. You'd assume the trees would do a better job at blocking it, but we'll see. Their range is coming through. Unbreakable Quarrelers, classic. That should, alongside this, spell the end of these pesky Grudge Throwers, I'd assume. I have a hard time, but they're still alive. Never mind, never mind, never mind. Alright, they're donezo. Good. Okay. You pull back. When is Resurrect's coming in? We've got it soon. My entirety of my front line needs to just basically say, hold the phone, boys. Let's pause. Pull you back. Reposition you. Let's reposition you as well. As we're going to utilize Resurrection to give them as much healing as possible. Let's make sure we're firing into these guys. Iron Drakes are going to need to be sorted out. So let's make sure to keep a keen eye on that. Once the general dies, it'll be a lot easier to get them routed, though. Just keep that in mind. These boys, just focus on, honestly, the ranges. The ranges will become a bit of a problem. Let me just make sure that I'm focusing on the Iron Drakes, as they have really garbage range. So one of the downsides of Iron Drakes in general, only 80 range is really brutal. These guys are stalked right now, so let's just try to move them in. These boys are heavily armored in their kind of monstrous infantry, so typically speaking, Iron Drakes don't really do well in that situation, so I'm fine for that to happen. It looks like Khalida's kind of sneaking through because they're really dedicated to attacking us here. Let's go with one cycle charge, move out to the side, and then we'll cast this point blank. I'm curious if this casts point blank. It does, seems to be doing really decent damage as well, so I'll take that. Taking pop shots from back here as well. I'm absolutely okay with that one. You're firing there. I'm just basically leveraging a unit that's not really going to take too much damage. And just making sure that I'm using what I know is strong. Brilliant damage. Ooh, that's a lot of friendly fire from my side. That was a mistake. If I'm honest, I think this is the one unit that I think is the most important there. I'm going to pull back a little bit here just to try and force them into my artillery. And then reposition the range units now. I think that's armor loss bonus. Everything else is unbreakable right now. I don't know how he's making so many units unbreakable. It's wild to me. Okay, this is... Yeah, how is he making so many of these unbreakable? Rune of Stoicism. I think Thorik is fried right now. How has he gotten so many Rune of Stoicisms on his army? Like, that is wild to me. Those mere mortals, can he do that? Having 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 units unbreakable is not possible normally. I think it's an AoE effect. It's not. I'm certain of it. Rune of Stoicism is a thing you put on a unit. Perma rune on units. That might be it. Yeah. Normally, you should only be able to put it on a lord or on one unit, and it's a unique rune, right? So you can only use it onto one unit. Or only a lord can have it. Maybe have more for cheaper. I mean, theoretically, you can only have one ancillary of that type on a lord. So I don't think it's even legendary cheats. I think it's just bugged. If I'm honest. And let's throw out this healing as well, just so we can try and get these boys up. Shoot, if we get the double healing, we might get the resurrection in there. Damn it, I messed up. Messed up the timing again. Thank God they're not punishing me here. Honestly, we should be able to walk up now. I'm being overly cautious for no reason. Troll hammers are such a terrifying unit, though. I mean, having at least one unit unbreakable will allow me to cheese resurrect with reanimated. Like, if any of my units died, I'll be able to resurrect them. So it might be worth moving you up as well, actually. Just gotta be really careful with these boys over this side. Because anytime a unit like that is being shot at by artillery, they'll always really struggle to do stuff. So I don't have Nehercat or magic, so I can't do that one. 20% miscast, I'll take that risk. And we'll throw out reanimate when we get a chance. So I would assume everything's dead now. But that unit over there will try it. Will probably be struggling a little bit. Let's heal up what we can. Let's pull back if we can. If I can pull back, we'll probably be able to get another heal off. And we probably should be able to get this guy back up and running. If I run back towards my archer line, we have similar range. I think the tomb guys should be able to hold the line a little bit. I'm gonna be intrigued to see if we can get it back. No, it's gonna take a while. It's fine. It'll take a while. We'll just get him. As it generally will take a while. Bug for sure. Yeah, I'm certain it's hella bugged. Wait, these guys are shattered? They had Rune of Stoicism.
Khalida.
How have they now shattered? They had Unbreakable Rune of Stoicism. Right, there's some freaky things going on with that. There's some very strange things going on. It's a Bannerary Rune. Mason, unless they've changed that recently, it hasn't always been like that. They might have. They very well might have. But I don't believe it. Currently playing Vampire SFO, defending a walled city versus Arkan's main army. I mean, if you just hold the line on the walls... Oh, another tile preservation, that's huge. Would you just sit on the walls, shooting them as much as you can? It is AoE? They've changed it then.
High Queen Khalida.
Which is kind of wild, because it makes it so much better. Okay, so we actually do buff these guys quite a lot. I'm going to be really annoyed depending on what this guy does. Talisman of Preservation is going to be something I'm going to bank on.
Begin.
Might be good to put my mage, honestly. I did decide that I wanted to buff up my hero rate. Like, buff up my melee ability. Wait, I get plus 10 melee defense and another plus 12? Wait, is Khalida, like, insanely strong in fighting? Raise a sack for 1.2k.
Focus. Under the sun.
Just need to buff my heroes now, honestly.
Asap smiles on us.
Stone Shaper, let's get that bad boy in there as well. She's not that strong?
To be vampire.
Well, she's gonna get... close to 100 melee defense. That's pretty damn good. Like, I'm not gonna lie, that's pretty decent. She'll have insane charge bonus. She seems like shock cavalry, basically. I can work with that. But I'll lose against anything with anti-large, basically. And Tombstone as well. Yeah, she'll become quite the duelist. Give you Talent and Preservation. And Gambler's Armor. I want to be careful not losing a fight here. We've got tons of ranges. Yeah, we should be okay, surely. Get rid of you. Although the growth is helping, but... and I don't really need the cap just yet. Roar with everybody. We might lose Liberas, but it's a tier 1 settlement, so I don't mind too much anyway. We're going to take Doomglade from him. Army-wise, yeah, he doesn't have many armies left. And we're now getting to a position where Khalida can kind of defend by herself, and everybody else can sort of do their own thing. Which I'm very happy with. She's a warrior queen. She is indeed.
Your age is irrelevant, creature. Your span is over if I bane it.
No peace, just war! No peace allowed, for there is only war here. You will find nothing but death, Krokgar. Do you have the map rotated upside down? Yes, I always do. What the hell's Queek doing? Big. The province has been gained once again. Recruit rank and replenishment's going to go hard. Wow, Cetra's actually staying in army. Double casket army, Cetra? Dear God.
Answer your queen.
What race you like the least? Because its playstyle? Probably... this might sound controversial, but I honestly think Ikiclaw is not that much fun anymore. I generally think they ruined Ikiclaw in Warhammer 3. Like, he was the original power creep. Like, well and truly, he was the OG power creep. And he's just fallen so far behind everything else in the game that within Warhammer 3, I just don't enjoy him anymore.
Shall be.
Maybe that's just me being bitter or whatever. Speak against your current campaign. I just don't enjoy it anymore. I honestly feel like he was insane. And he's been one of the strongest lords for a long time. But we can't sit here and say he's strong anymore. Like, comparing Ikiclaw is... he's still pretty powerful. I still think he's weak. Ikiclaw, yeah. Maybe it was just me, but I remember him being Giga OP. So the Thung and Shun, the same thing. I mean, he's not weak, but he's nowhere near what he once was, right?
The goddess wills it.
That's a skill issue.
High
No, I mean,
Khalida.
I did a 500% Ultimate Crisis turn 2 as Ikiclaw, and it was so easy. It's not that he's bad, I just think he's just not as fun as he used to be. Because they went and nerfed every single range unit. Pretty much everything across the board for Ikiclaw was nerfed. And then you look at Throt. Throt is by far the best Skaven. I don't care what y'all say. I think Throt is by far the best Skaven. Do I take this fight here?
Bring me Neferata's head.
I mean, they will defend. I don't know if it's worth it. I think I'd rather defend my settlement for now. Hey, Corvus, I'm doing well. How are you, buddy? I'll bait the fight out here. Unless I backspace like that, backspace into his zone of control so he can't run away, and he'll have to underway away from me, which gives a really high percentage chance of me actually catching him. Check out Creek if SFM is your thing. I know they gave him his unique hero, didn't they? Wow, Setra's actually getting really strong. That's not good for me. But this is the right play. Let's throw in... I think my other army needs the range units, honestly. But I don't really hate the idea of having one army that's like pure ranged, but I'm not buffing them. Are you buffing them? You are, so we'll have to swap the archers over. Let's swap the archers over to this guy's army. As this dude is buffing him. Then why wouldn't we just swap 4 more over and then the other guy recruits? Right?
Vengeance is mine.
You come out, you go in.
The goddess wills it.
That makes the most sense to me. 5 more turns to that. We do have the Necrotech, so we can utilize the level 3 summoning. And we could do that if we want to. Khalida's trapped this guy's army now. I mean, there is an opportunity we could go all this way, but I will struggle against Zinch units. That's my only issue. Zinch will be a right pain in the nuts to fight. That might have stopped 4 units. Underway interception is exactly what I wanted. I'm going to go with the thingy because we already have enough replenishment. I should be able to reach this guy as well. So I can wipe out Setra's army real quick. I'm pretty sure this will cancel the recruitment here. Any late game army compositions? Oh wow, it doesn't. Even though I'm 4 over the cap. Interesting. That's normally they avoid that. And traditionally they don't allow that normally. Let's go with the Razor just because that might have really good value.
Yes, the gods accede.
Creek just legged it.
Scream!
Let's go ahead and grab this element back. Has some really good strong units in there, but there's nothing we, yeah, I was going to say, there's nothing too scary there.
Vengeance! I claim.
Although auto-resolving is a really terrible idea. In this context. Take you off the chariot, because you won't be, you'll be supporting units that will be struggling to get close to you. Oh, I think this goes so much harder, but hold on, what tier is it that I need? Oh, sorry, it's tier 3. then yeah, I definitely should be getting Skulkers. We'll hold off on that point. I'll do a rain check. Rain check on that point, my friends. Although it will be useful to get towards this as well. Yeah, these guys need level 20 for immortality. It's so weird. Oh, increased mobility is always a good one.
Bring me Neferata's head, High Queen Khalida.
We will get Neferata's head in no time. I mean, yeah, we're getting close to 100 melee defense. What units? Yeah, okay, he has basically no armies. He's at war with Scarron as well, so double whammy.
Address me as your highness. I deign to move.
We don't have the mage in this army yet.
My will be
He's
done.
running away.
Power in unlock.
Sad thing is we don't have any siege equipment. I would need a casket inside that army, I think. 4 more turns, because then caskets give siege attacker, right?
It's inevitable.
Yep. I really should have auto-resolved this one. It was so lazy of me. Oh, nice. The mage is here. Mage is probably going to go in the hero army, this one. But I've got to be very careful if this army gets caught out. It's, like, so susceptible to, like, a Skaven ambush. I'm basically giving them the keys at that point, you know what I mean? I'm basically inviting him to sit down on the table and just saying, please absolutely slap me around. I don't think getting this settlement does all that much, but I definitely need to take out... Ooh, there's a book here. Wait, hold on. Casualty replenishment plus 15% after sacking or occupying settlements. Regions will be hit by a sandstorm after sacking or occupying. Immune to sandstorm attrition. Interesting. Army capacity one would be so good, but... No, this one would be the worst one by a long way, because I don't want visibility of this. It's like, oh, here's visibility of the entire map. Good luck declaring war on them all. It's like, oh, thanks, guys. It's like, good luck, have fun.
I have no use for
So, Claybones, I'll answer all the questions right now. Stormdragon? You don't shame your intentions, brother. That's your answer. Claybones, from a composition perspective, it very much varies what you're fighting. But
death become.
I would argue that constructs are basically a mid to late game. So, the variety of constructs become your mid to late game alongside the halberds. So, you'll eventually start transitioning away from the archers once you can get bone giants and Jari great bows. As the archers become a lot less useful, the later on the game goes. As having only 140 ranged is not a good thing in mid to late game. In actual fact, that's going to be outranged by most things. You'll be trading traditionally into anything above 160 usually. And the Spin the Wheel is a campaign we do where you guys can provide debuffs, but we're not using it today. But generally speaking, as long as you've got a hybrid of like your Yushabis, halberds in there, because your Yushabis will kill the infantry. You don't need like the Tomb Guards or the Hekara Warriors or the normal Tomb Guards. You just need the Tomb Guards halberd variant to help you with large entities. Also, sorry guys, I'm still munching. I'm still eating away. They didn't send me chicken strips. They sent me wings. Oh my god, they're so much harder to eat with one hand. But yeah, mid game is great bows. You'd still use archers for a little bit. Catapults, caskets. And obviously the Tomb Guards. Late game, you'd start using Bone Giants as your way to kill range stuff. Necrosphinxes, War Sphinxes, the Necropolis Knights, and the Shabby Greatbows, alongside artillery.
Libaris shall rise again.
Notice presence of one, which means there's one person in there. Although I really don't mind.
Vengeance
Yeah,
upon
I'm really not
them.
bothered about him being there because it defends me against Scarbrand for now.
On your knees.
Oh wow, the terrain is really trash for me to move. Oh, that's Krotkar. I don't know if I can win that then. 1v7 be vanilla? Yes, it'll be vanilla. But yeah, if you guys are interested in doing a 1 versus 7 against me, it's like a community event we're trying to do tomorrow. Join the Discord if you're interested in joining. I'm making a group chat tonight, and we'll just chat about rules and whatnot. But it'll be your opportunity to try and fight me in a 1 versus 7 style. I don't think I'm that worried about Krotkar, honestly, the more I think about it. Although this guy should not be the one that's first. What would I drop? Probably some Skelly Bros. As we're going to need a mage. The front line will need that one. Oh, Thorik's literally right here. But that's not ideal. We're going to take attrition. Dear God, that's a strong army. Okay, one big fight with Thorik will decide how the progression goes for now. But yeah, the reason why I was confused is because the mages get Elixir of Mortality at level 12. So the mages get Immortality at 12, but then like everything else gets it at 20. It was just a little bit confusing because it's not consistent, but getting a tier 4 upgrade there is huge. And we'll see what we can do with Khalida. I don't think she's going to take too much attrition. Yeah, it's like a 1 to 4% attrition. It's not much. Killing Thorik here will allow me to take all his settlements, but I might not take all of them. I'm going to definitely start getting aggressive against him. Too much for the meme template? I have an idea how it's possible. I have cooked very hard for this. And I'm looking forward to showing it off. I think you guys will be very, very interested to see how I defend myself. Do you have an advantage? Nope. I'll only be doing what game mechanics allow me to do.
Ada and Asp.
I will not disgrace.
What will the victory condition be? Me surviving long enough. What's the terrain like? That's perfect. So I'm going to be interested to... I just need to survive until a certain point. But... I won't be... you guys won't be allowed to attack me. For a little bit of time. So I need time to, like, settle up. Camera angle is confusing you. I'm just really weird that I like the camera angle the way I do. I've gotten used to it since Warhammer 1. Play super early? Yeah, it's normally like... roughly... 5 PM BST. Threw me off. Yeah, I get a lot of people getting annoyed that I have the camera angles the way I do. I mean, I as a streamer will always find opportunities to help with accessibility of things. Like, for example, the reason why I have all this highlighted was because there was one person that was colorblind and they struggled to see things on my stream. This is when I didn't have a lot of viewers, and so I've just had it since.
Hi, Queen Khalida.
I've kept the highlighted version to help with visibility reasons. so it's easy to see. Bit here. I mean, this should be relatively solid to defend. I don't think they have crazy mounts, but I'm a little bit worried about the fact that there's quite a lot of potential threats here. You boys hold the line this side then? I don't think they have any iron breakers, so I don't need to worry too much. Right, I'm giving up. I can't eat these chicken wings, it's so hard. Hey, Shits, what's up, dude? Hope we're all well. I'm doing wonderful. How are you, Shits? Wow. Honestly, after eating something like that, there's nothing better to wash it down with the delicious taste of holy. SMS Mac Holy or link in the description. Let's keep shutting down the units where I can. We've got a really nice angle here. Yeah, it's so unfortunate regarding the positioning there. I just need Khalida to move over this side and absolutely fry him. My only concern is obviously the army coming in from this side. I don't know what they're going to be doing. Thorik will do a lot of damage, so I'm going to bait him away. He doesn't do physical damage as his big Nubis man. Ah, shoot. We're getting absolutely slapped. This is sort of what I was afraid of. When fights break down like this, it's really, really, really goddamn hard to defend myself against certain units like these. Oh my god, Clad Black is just slapping us. I honestly think I couldn't have deployed in a worse spot. Feels good, man. Let's make sure the Necrotech is healing the Shelbies and whatnot. I need to be in there fighting Thorik. I need to stop him from doing tons of damage to me. Let's reposition. What are they shooting at? Yeah, my front line's gonna get cooked here. Time to reload? Nah, we'll be fine. Just Clad Black is just insane. We're going to take a lot of damage here, but we deserve it. It's just such a shame to lose such an insane integral amount of my front line. I underestimated how much range he had, honestly. Because normally what we like to do is just separate them out as much as possible and break them down. This is really difficult in this fight. I mean, I don't mind them having multiple Dowie there. Let's throw this down onto you guys.
Hi, Queen Khalida. My orders enacted.
The Shabbies are going down as well. It's going to get costly. Regiments are now dying is not a problem. We've got to be careful here. If regiments are now die, I'm not too bothered. Throw out the healing there. Usually Shabbies are going in hard. Just always be looking for opportunities to use magic as well. Beautiful damage from the Skulkers there. Holy moly, we needed that. Oh my god, if my Shadow Mage dies, we're in a lot of trouble. Ah, they're breaking through. Yeah, you killed the majority of them, pull over. I mean, Khalida clears, honestly. She really does. Losing caskets is detrimental AF, though. I can't afford to lose caskets. I'm happy to lose everything else but the caskets. I have to keep them alive. So I've got to start moving back with them now. If I can reposition them towards the corner, maybe even the catapults as well. Everything else can crumble, like I said. I really don't mind. It's just I need everything else. I need to keep everything else alive. That's guaranteed to crumble. Please don't get unlucky again. If we overcast, it's so fried. 20%, that's so unlucky. If I have to juggle healing him now, I'm actually cooked. Okay, he's fine. Alright, casket's moving back. Shots over here. Skulkers are doing an amazing job. Thorik's getting killed. Great stuff. Pull back as much as we can. Throw down the armor reductions. Chuck that in there as well. Everything we see on the screen is most likely going to be perishing. But the good thing is we're going to be able to keep the caskets alive, I'm hoping. Like I said, that's the only thing that matters. Anything like ranges like here, we need to cast into. Necrotech definitely needs to be surviving as well if we can. That chuck and cast into here. Anything that's remotely close by, I'm going to have to be careful about. Is this good against single entity? No. Thorik is 84 health right now. No, they're getting towards me. Khalida desperately needs to get over here. 10 HP and a dream, dude. I just can't lose the caskets. I really can't. Can I retreat them? No, I can't withdraw them. Okay, as long as I'm careful about what's coming towards me, we might be okay. Okay, the general's dead. That's good. Alright, we need to lock it in now. We need to lock it in like crazy now. We really do. I'm going to try and hide here if I can. If I can get the boys over there, we can hide it. Just I'm worried about this thing. I just need to make sure we don't get another hit in here. Try and heal at least 8%. As long as she takes aggro, we should be okay. Necrotax is a worthy sacrifice. We can get up another one, it doesn't matter. But caskets need to leg it. So does my mage. I'm not going to overcast again. We've learnt our lesson. Unless it's really juicy. I'm not going to lie. If it's really juicy, I'm probably going to overcast. I'm greedy. You can't not give in to the greed at that point, you know what I mean? But that should slow them down enough. Now let's fire that out. It's really nice how it casts and it's very, 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 very reactive. How much wins do we have? We got 50 wins. We should be fine. It's just going to be a miasma angle, I think, now. It's going to be a miasma angle, so I'm going to regroup you. I'm going to group everything individually now. Still winnable? I think it is, matey. I think this is winnable. I just need to make sure that I'm kiting these guys around and miasmering anything that's getting close. Anything that's close, it's just the fact that these guys are immune to psychology. It's so frustrating. I believe the caskets will be relatively similar speeds with the miasma on. Yeah, and they are. It's the fact that they have so many goddamn unbreakables. I swear Runosotism is not an AoE. Can you guys check? I just need to get the caskets in a position where they're hidden. I swear Rune of Stoicism is not AoE. Right, as long as they don't run... Oh, wow, they are actually sending units that way. It is 35 meters? God damn. Will the win be worth it? Yeah, it'll be fine. You gotta remember that you can... like, any unit that I lose, I have capabilities of recruiting them again, so I'm not too worried.
Khalida,
Who the hell has the Rune of Stoicism on them, then?
move. March.
That's what I need to figure out. If it is an AoE, I need to figure out who the hell is doing it.
Kill.
Is it the Boric guy? I'll kick your butt if I have to, buddy. Damn it, the Miasma would have been way better on the Rangers, on the Thunderers there. Anytime I cast as well, I'm going to get 10% speed, which is huge. Are you unbreakable right now? Yeah, see, these guys aren't breakable. Like, everything around here should be unbreakable if that's the case. If Rune Stoicism was truly... If it truly worked like that. I think you just hit a tree, I'm not gonna lie. Not gonna lie, I think we just hit a tree. Good. Let me try and get resurrection here. That was an Iron Drake, I'm pretty sure. The one that's still running, I'm going to let him keep running. Khalida's classically struggling through all the stuff. Anything that's able to shoot, I need to be really goddamn careful. I think I'm just going to try and heal these two. And we'll miasma whatever we can. Anything that's like a garbage unit, I'm not too bothered about. Balance of power wise, I don't need to care about any of those. It might just be a case of wanting to put a shades if we can get a really good juicy blob of them. Okay, I need to slow these guys down. They had to be slowed down. Let me cycle charge real quick here. Just to try and get them off the back of the casket. No, come on, buddy. Don't be trolling me like that. It's the trees that are shafting me so goddamn much. We're getting stuck on the trees. My goodness. Alright, it's a miasma angle. It's okay. It's a miasma angle. We can do it. No, I didn't need to cast that because they changed aggro. Khalida took the aggro. Okay, you run it this way now. All I care about is his casket surviving. Oh my goodness. My mage dies here, I'm fried. Honestly, the mage dying in this fight is not as bad as the caskets. The mage will come back. Although ideally he doesn't die, right? You know, in a perfect world, he's not going to die. Oh, I don't know if I can try and set them up in a position... Like, if I can get them far enough away, then I can actually start firing with them. But normally, there's like a threshold of how many units. I don't know how well this will actually start firing, but if we can move away with you... With the trees, it's probably going to be sponged completely, right? Yo, Double, I'm doing well. How are you, buddy? Maybe it's just a case of I've got to accept one of them's dying. It could just be a case of one of them's dead. Nothing I can do about it. And it's close by, like I said. We need to try and attack. They're not unbreakable, but you have no winds of magic left. I mean, Khalida clears, honestly. She really does. Come on, boys. Keep money. It's really frustrating I can't keep the aggro on one person. Because Khalida clears everybody else, right? I just gotta leg it. I couldn't retreat off the map, which is so annoying. Let me charge into here. It's like a fake charge. Okay, that was not a fake charge, lad. I tried to stop that from happening. Looks like since they're so staggered, we can run through them. Yeah, should be able to run through them. Alright, one casket's doomed, that's fine. One casket's a goner, but the other one should live. I mean, that's kind of like okay-ish. Sucks that my wind's regeneration is going to be reduced, but I should be able to get another casket in a bit. Hopefully they don't keep chasing. Now, Khalida should be able to take this guy out. Now we're just going to be paying close attention to the mage now. Affects all friendly units within 35 meters. Is it? Oh, fire is scary. I swear to God, if you start crumbling, do not dare. Once burnt goes, we're fine. Alright, Khalida, darling, you have 91 goddamn melee defense. Right, I'm gonna replay this one in the situation. I'm gonna move away from there. I'm gonna attack what I know is gonna give me. Oh my God, I'm so fried. I forgot about my mage for a split second. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's not fine. I'm actually devastated. But it means that Thorik has nothing left. And we should be able to kill everything else with Khalida now. Casket's alive. I can replenish very quickly my composition. Anything with ammunition we need to shoot at. Yeah, the melee attack reductions, because of the being a large entity, is not ideal, but it is what it is, so let's move them out. Go. Due to the amount of distance the casket has made, we can actually utilize them now. Thank God. Okay. We have enough ammunition to be fine with it. Beautiful hit. And we have a ton of charge bonus, so might as well keep using it. My God. That was savagery. We have a lot of RRs, and a lot of them are replenished anyway. A lot of my army was the Regiment's Renown, so it's not too bad. Dear God. And Raja Waller, thanks for the follow, buddy. Appreciate you, matey. I just disrespect his army a little bit too much. He had really, really good stuff. Oh, there's one of my caskets down. It's fine. I mean, yeah, you gotta realign your expectations sometimes, you know. So the Yushabi dying sucks. These guys dying sucks, but we can replenish them. I know, Wolfbanes. I'm sorry. Yeah, the mage dying sucks. Look at that 5.1k value from her. I mean, it might be time to just try and reposition and recruit something different. If the settlement that I take has military buildings in it, it's huge, obviously. The Necrotect, I can recruit straight away. Yeah, I mispositioned completely. I think the objective of what I should have achieved is just skirmished as much as possible and killed all the high tier units. Skirmishing the high tier units would have been the play there. So my Shadow Mage is going to be critical to this. Fortunately, we don't have a military building in here. But we do have access to global recruitment. So I think it's going to be a case of just recruiting a little bit. Oh my God, there is a Khorne army right there as well. Oh, I should have just attacked the guy on the other side. I mean, technically what we can do is we can attack this guy, which isolates him, which means he'll run away. And so now we can siege this one without him. Blush Carnosaurs. I mean, his army's not that amazing, honestly. I mean, the only worry I'm going to have is how the hell I'm going to kill Krokgar. Everything else we should be okay. I still can't believe Khalida. We only just won that. Getting Tomb Strike will definitely help. Let's get the Aurora in there, just as an emergency unit, just in case. I mean, it could be worse. We could have had other things dying as well.
Yes, the gods I see.
Right, let's see what other stuff we can get. Another Scorpion Carver. It's not too bad. Although, yeah, the guy that we lost, I think, buffed up War Sphinxes, which kind of does suck losing that, but it is what it is. I'd be very surprised if Krokgar doesn't initiate a fight here, and I think we are in a really relatively decent position to defend against the majority of what you can recruit right now. I don't know if this is where he's recruiting mainly. Oh, it is a tier 3, so that's going to be nice to take away from him. Garrison's pretty weak. Tomb King's units obviously are very, very, very weak in the grand scheme of things against him. Getting a tier 4 for the Necro Palace Knights will be really useful. It'd be lovely to buff this up as well, as I can actually start recruiting these now. But we're making a cool Crips 300 from my province now, so that's insane in the membrane. I will need... Soon I'm going to need a little bit more. Snake Rider Army. I can't recruit anything else, Corvus, right now. I'm in the process of upgrading this to build the snakes, the stalkers, because it is 100% what I want. You know, I'm going to want a stalker army. But I need to make sure that I'm, you know, getting to the point of having it. Taking this settlement might have made me meet more people, and it hasn't. So Thorik has no armies left, which is really good, because it means I can take the rest of his settlements. I'd imagine Kadag Zorn will make me meet a lot of new people, but the gold is going to be huge, because there's a lot of recipes within here that requires gold. For example, these bad boys, I'm going to need iron, which is the iron. I think that's the province of Black Crag, so eventually we'll get to that point. I'm not going to spend any more money because I want to make sure I have enough for that. It's close to iron to me. Yeah, Khalida doesn't really get much iron around, and I can't trade obviously because I'm going to be at war with everybody. I'm actually in a bit of a weakened state here, so if I lose any of these armies here, I'm going to be in a lot of trouble, as I'd have no one to defend my main settlements. So, as expected, he's come and attacked us. Hope for good terrain. Like a blob here would be near. Yeah, not too bad. Not incredible, not terrible. I got an idea how to fight this one out. By the bones of the old ones, you can do it. Thank you, Proud. Hey, Potato Salad. Been playing the Dwarves recently and noticed they no longer have their mount option. Or is that just me? Their mount option, Woolish? The only person that has a mount that you can put on is Thorik. I don't believe any of the rest of them have mounts, so Woolish, also welcome in. Yeah, I misplayed that fight massively. If I redid that battle, I'd have skirmished like an absolute madman. And that is really, really not good. My entire front line is in my reinforcements. Oh dear God, that's terrible for me. Well. Could be a case of Skelly Bros as a front line, my friends. Alright, we'll see what we can make. Let's see what we can cook up. Actually, I can spread the floor here. I don't have enough. The funny thing is, I don't have enough melee units to cover the corner. Even corner camping, I don't have enough units. That's insane. He's going to go hella aggressive, isn't he? Because he doesn't have reinforcements to come in. I wonder if I can get cheesy with these guys. Never mind. Oh my God. The thingy of the gods just absolutely smoked them. I would imagine the bowlers would get crushed by these guys. 72 weapon strength, maybe not. Alright, 3 minutes. We may be looking for a bit of a miracle here. Alright, there's no way in hell a bowler that's designated to killing a infantry is going to win this fight, surely. Cold-blooded, stops rampage. I don't believe they have rampage tokens. I mean, seemingly we are winning. Our melee stat line is better. Oh my god. The flock of Jav carrions are OP, confirmed. As long as my archers absolutely roast. As long as he's like moving around here, we'll get a lot of them shooting at once. 3 minutes to get my front line is kind of savage though. Let us see what kind of my volley does. He has no shield, so we'll see. Seemingly not a lot. I have to focus on the front line instead of him. I do have a Tomb Prince here with anti-large, so let's hope that will do much. Or do stuff. I cannot believe my front line is taking 2 minutes to get here. Well, we just hold the line and pray to God that we survive. As there's not an awful lot else I can do, unfortunately. Yeah, the cavalry will absolutely smoke them. My god, they're dying so fast. And they're already in the back line. And my mage is in the secondary army as well. And Krokar is taking a lot of damage, at least. 1 minute 30. We just need to hold the line, boys. Come on. Let me move these guys over here. And then drop the bomb on them. Really nice damage, actually. Move towards the back line here. 1 minute left until my savior's coming in. It's a shame that my front line is actually the golden chevron archers as well. We need the mage coming in. Come on, boys. Hold the line. Come on. Hold the line, my undead brethren. Just shoot whatever you can. Honestly, anything and everything, just shoot them. Oh my god, the lizard tide is coming. Hold the line. Wait, how did Krokar get over here? How is Krokar in my back line? I might need to move him here. Wait, is it reducing the timer? This is way better because I can actually start pushing out from that side instead of going here because I'll be blocked by them. Oh my days. Come on! 10 seconds! Hold! Hold! 2 seconds. Come on, boys! The reinforcements are here! The beacons of Gondar have been lit! Get your ass up front! Go, 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 go! Up front, up front! Hold! Hold! Archers, move back! Hold the line! You shabbies, go, 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 go! Hold like your lives depend on it, because it bloody does! Throw out damage where possible. You can get damage. Ooh, the Carnosaurs will absolutely mulch him, so I've got to be careful. They have tons of anti-large. Alright, archers. Move back, move back. Get forward, you coward. Get forward. Let's find all the cowards. Go, 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 go. Archer, 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 archer. Pull back. My god, this is such a blobbed up fight. The Tomb Prince. Reduce armor. No, rampage. Ooh, that's huge, actually. Low key. Let's just throw this out. I just need to keep casting spells to keep my regeneration going. Another vortex spell right here. I need to pull the Tomb Prince back because I need somebody to deal with the Croc guy here. Let's get the healing full value. Go for the Tomb King over here. Let's start hitting him. We might have saved all my really good archers here. Oh my god, Nehekara magics coming in really clutch. For Nehekara indeed! I just don't have enough space to do anything. None of us have room to breathe. My goodness, that was so savage. Saurus Warriors, cast on them. The unit's been wiped out. Yep, it is what it is. My god, my computer is chugging, I think. I could roast an egg on my computer right now, I bet. Or fry an egg, should I say, excuse me. I need my front line to push up further. Feral Carnosaurs. Oh, blessed Carnosaurs have a lot of armor, actually. Another cast over here, I think. Oh my god, that's such a risky cast here, but it'd be so huge. I can't do risky movers. No risky movers allowed. Right, get the casts off. Let's get this general away. Oh my goodness. Ouchies. Where's all my spearmen? Honestly, at this point, I have no idea who's who. It's very hard to distinguish who's who with all the glows and everything going on. But I think we've recovered it. What I'm going to do... I'm going to recreate the lines here, if I can. Just a little bit. Yeah, the outline would make sense here, honestly. And there's its selection axe as well. Yeah, wow, that visibility. Oh my god, that's so much more visibility. Dear god, I can actually see things. Is this how you guys play normally? Nah, the one homie from a long time ago. I'm keeping it dumb. Alright, thank god. What Saber thought you knew? Nah, I knew how to do... I've been teaching about all these kind of things for a long time. It's just... The reason why I've always kept it on is because of accessibility issues. Or accessibility reasons for people in the chat. But in that one scenario where literally everyone's on top of each other, that's like the first time in 2 years it's needed. Like the first time in literally 2 years, I would say I needed it. But to the one homie that watched and couldn't see stuff. I changed it a long time ago. Hey, Landela. What a battle, well done. Thanks, Wolfsbane. Appreciate you, buddy. Yeah, that was not an easy battle at all. I was very worried at one point. I was very, very worried at one point during that fight. But thankfully we took the dub. We lost a couple of melee units, but that makes sense. Does not play the Elden Ring DLC, Landela? Yeah, I don't want to play the... I'm not in a position where I can even play the DLC, I don't believe. Watching you in 140p is dope. Mixer, was it like a presentation, like a slideshow? If you're watching on 140p? Is that like slideshow level? And SpongeBrain, much love. Nice. 70% goes hard. Twitch PowerPoint, yeah. There's a community effort to help anyone not up to through the mandatory bosses going on. Oh, really? That's pretty dope. I mean, I'm literally like the second boss, like the first boss, like the first major boss, I think. But I was told it potentially isn't. The dude with the glowy hammer. What's my army of this guy? Mages. Mainly archers, so let's go into this one. We can respec him if needed. Oh, nice, we can actually get War Sphinxes. That's huge, at least. Honestly, getting Resurrect is going to be very, very goddamn good. And taking off this Skeleton Chariot, because gross. Yeah, without this Tomb Boy, we'd have been in a lot of trouble. He put a lot of pressure down. Yo, Nehekara Magic went hard there, I'm not going to lie. Decisive victory, I'm fine with that. Is the quality not the frame rate, though? Well, I mean, it would look absolutely Garbodor now. I feel like it would still look like... Do you guys remember going on the internet back in the day and like images would load top down? It would be kind of like a similar vibe to that, I would feel like. Or unless everything's just hella blurry.
Arise, legions.
Let's go training.
What?
This guy, I think buffing him is probably smarter. Ooh, no conduits fire there. Some people have actually said that it is true. It is true. I don't think there's much point chasing there. God, that's crazy that we survived. Hey, Pebble, what's up, buddy? You'd almost forgot about that? Yeah, I mean, it's easily done, right? Okay, Corner's just raised this. That's not good.
Bring me Neferata's head.
We may be fried, boys. I'm going to recruit one more turn to get us a little bit better units. You guys get it on both commanders? I don't think so. No. Oh yeah, you can get disciplined. Someone asked earlier, and I literally have a lord with disciplined. Look at how many RRs died. That's why it's not too bad usually getting wiped. I think I need 2 grand. I'm making 1,000 a turn. It's kind of nuts. What do I have in here? Ah, money billing. That's why. Oh, the Oasis is really nice. It makes money as well. I think I'm going to get rid of that one and put the Oasis in there for the money and control. Mobility goes hard. Honestly, getting the Shadow Mage from the get-go really helped out. Let's take the Necroplex over there. Actually, no. Can Necroplexes block armies? You can. I would block army, actually. Yeah, that's global, so let's go into that now. Good. Ideally, Cotton doesn't come and absolutely stomp all over my armies. Ooh, I've forgotten about the Great Pyramids. Pushing out towards the settlements will help a lot. Plus, she's really good at fighting in desert. Thorik has nothing left, which is good for me. This army is holding against Krokgar, and I think... Wait, are you at war with Teclis? No, you're trading with Teclis. It very well might be a good idea to just basically give this up. Maybe even put a military building in here. Excuse me, the garrison building in there, and just basically leave like this guy maybe. But this is so much DPS that I'm going to want to keep leveling up for the War Sphinxes. Because the normal generic lords actually become to the point where they're really powerful. They really do. I remember playing, back when I was younger, I remember anytime I'd hear the phone ring on dial-up, I was like, oh, I'm doomed. If whatever online game I'm playing right now, it's doomed. Oh, man. I'm like, no, don't answer it! We had AOL internet, I remember it. I remember AOL dial-up internet. It was so bad. But in fairness, I lived in the middle of nowhere.
Protect my vision. I'm your
Dear God, these armies are becoming insane.
Asap smiles on us.
RuneScape mainly, Dodo.
Scream!
And I'm pretty sure I was playing Halo 1 or 2 as well.
Libaris shall rise again.
You're not worth
Right, the flying gyrocopters, how the hell am I gonna... Oh, the Kratos.
We
I'll do
fight.
it. These are terrifying. Yeah, Rune of Stoicism. Effect range, it actually is 35 meters. That is so busted. I feel like Khalida clears all of it now. Auto resolve? Nah. It's not worth the amount of damage Khalida might take. As long as I kill the parrot slayers and the gyrocopters, she can kill everything else. Oh no, she's down. Up. Really, but that's cool. I think Khalida is getting to the point where, even with bonuses as large, I think they'll struggle to kill her. You've got to remember the casket can clear most things. As long as I'm utilizing the skeleton chaff to tank, I don't mind at all. God, it's so weird not having a mage in this army though. Yeah, these boys will absolutely smoke him. I'm gonna assume. Ooh, I should not have stood still for that. Oh, even though it was... Oh god, Pirate Warriors do so much damage. Okay, the only damage range that I have... Oh my god, yeah, these boys are doing some work. Might be okay with this cast here. I think they'll walk into it. Yep, good. Oh, that's just dropped a bomb on us. Let's go towards the pirates here. Let's duck and weave as well. Because the pirate damage is actually kind of insane. Like 46 missile strength is insane. Don't run slow me. No! Yeah, my ability actually goes hard against these guys. You little rascals. Stop shooting my casket. These guys want to win the award of being the most annoying army ever. They're doing a really bloody good job. Gotta be really careful. I actually have to be fearful. Oh my days, the Iron Drakes will go hard. I think as long as the Ushabis can get towards the backline, we're fine. As the Ushabis will absolutely roast them. Just need Khalida to get into a bit of a better position. Yeah, it should be fine. Good. Good. Ushabi with supporting infantry is so good. I mean, I'm not too bothered. I mean, these units do require me to spend a little bit of time to recruit again, so I need to be a bit wary of that, honestly. Yeah, these Iron Drakes are not fun. Oh my god, they're absolutely cooking us. We are bone meal galore at the moment. Yeah, that was a beautiful connection. I have to turn back around. If these guys start shooting the casket again, I have to stop it.
High Queen Khalida.
And shut down the ranged. Yeah, this guy actually will do quite a bit of damage as well. Let's throw you down on the Bugmans on that side, as we're kind of shutting down these ones on this side. Fine with that. They've routed. You've got the summon on you. You cast there, and you shoot in here. Jobs are good. Actually, do you know what? Let's shoot the gyrocopters. I'm more worried about the gyro. I'm honestly more worried about gyrocopters than anything. It is pretty much the only thing that's kind of terrifying. Yeah, without this Yushabi Great Bows, I would have not won this fight or gotten remotely close to it. Ideally, we're not going to lose these Yushabi, so I'm going to pull them out now, because both of these guys struggle against infantry. As long as I angle that in a position where it affects their infantry and not my units, I'm fine with that. It's kind of crazy you get this Legionary Barrage just naturally as Khalida, which is really nice. I mean, the charge bonus of Yushabis is not incredible, but it definitely adds up, especially since their melee attack is already super low. My will be done. Wait, did she not buff herself with my will be done? Wait, do I not buff myself with my will be done? That's kind of ass. Ooh, you gotta be careful, bud. Hey, Jeep, good to see you, bud. Wow, we actually didn't finish the Bugmans off. That is relatively surprising. Nice, we got the healing on you as well. Longbeards are fried. Let's move to this side. One good casket cast and these guys are done. Yep. Like I said, this guy's going to struggle against them. As long as we're not getting attacked by really annoying things. Yeah, ammo bonus kicked in good. So all we got to do now is make sure we're killing all the annoying things. Tomb Strike is kind of cracked. Base weapon damage amplifications obviously is never good though. That'd be the only downsides of it. Am I crumbling with any of these guys right now? No, we're fine. We'd lost the Tomb Guard, but that is what it is. We have to kill the general just due to the fact that he's and he is a unbreakable dude. Oh shoot! I didn't realize we had both of them on him. Khalida's out here taking a back seat. I think the replenishment option should make it so we're fine. We might be close to a threshold of reviving, so let's just move them together. As Resurrect heals everything in the area. It's an 8% heal, which might not be enough. Nah. That's okay, though. Yeah, losing the Tomb Guard does suck a little bit there. But we still maintain the majority of my army, at least. And I think the replenishment options will be pretty favorable as well, especially since we don't have any units. The Runesmith managed to escape, rascal. And the majority of the army that is left is miners, so I'm not too worried about that one.
I take offence to that. Our weapons might not be quite as deadly as our enemies, but that doesn't mean our engineering is less than the Scaven's. For my money, when a weapon explodes in your hands more often than in enemies, it's not much of a weapon at all, right?
Valid. Honestly, pretty valid. Hey, happy Saturday, Paddy. Good to see you, buddy. What's the garrison in here? Oh, that's a pretty fat garrison. Would 2 archers or 2 tomb guards be better? Probably archers, honestly. Corny. We're starting to feel a little bit corny, it seems. We are starting to feel a little bit corny. Who else have we met? No one else. I mean, we're handling ourselves nicely, at least. I mean, we're getting to the point where we're scaling towards the late game, so we can start to utilize some pretty tasty armies. Like, Tomb Kings definitely start getting pretty strong in the last stages of it. I was going to say, if we failed that again, I'd laugh. I think that might have blocked Nike's attack. That sucks. So I think I might have to just start backing up. Right. But what I'm going to do, my beautiful folks, is thank Nico for the follow. Appreciate you. Yeah. What we're going to do, boys, is jump on over to play some Warcraft 3 on the Twitch stream. If you guys are interested in watching the Warcraft 3 action on the YouTube side, much love to you guys. Appreciate you. We're going to be playing Warcraft 3. I, for context, have actually never played Warcraft 3 before properly. So if you're interested in witnessing and getting nostalgia through me, by all means, do go check it out. But thank you for watching on the YouTube side. Thank you for watching on the Twitch side as well, boys. We're going to continue on. We're going to jump over to Warcraft 3. But yeah, let us